Hello, we have a question here from our booklet, homework booklet, and we had lots of trouble to figure out this question, so I'm going to show you how to do it properly. So 35 people coming back from America were asked if they had visited New York, Boston and San Francisco, and their results were as follow. We have few numbers here, but what's very important in here is we know that 35 people are all together, okay? This is the keyword as well. And first of all, we need to display this information in a Venn diagram. So as you can see here, we have three places. We have New York, Boston and San Francisco. And that means we need to draw three overlapping circles, okay? So let's start with the universe. And three overlapping circles, okay? So the first one is for New York, the next one for Boston, and the last one for San Francisco, okay? And we have lots of information in here, but where to start? So we know that 20 people visited New York, 13 in Boston, 16 in San Francisco, 7 have been to all three cities, 3 New York and San Francisco but not in Boston, 1 New York and Boston but not in San Francisco, 8 Boston and San Francisco, okay? So where to start? The same as we did in Venn diagram when we had two circles, we need to start with the intersection, okay? So we had this key information here. 7 had been to all three cities, and this is our intersection for three circles, okay? So let's place 7 straight in the middle, okay? So we have it. Now, we know that 3 people visited New York and San Francisco only, okay? So not in Boston. So where is New York and San Francisco? Here. New York and San Francisco only. This part is for Boston as well. So this is only for New York and San Francisco. So 3 goes straight in here, okay? Then the next piece of information we have here. 1 had been to both New York and Boston only, okay? So not in San Francisco. So where is New York and Boston? In here, okay? New York and Boston only. This is for San Francisco as well, as it's used already. So 1 goes straight in here, New York and Boston, okay? This is intersection for New York and Boston only. So 1 straight here, okay? So done. Then the next sentence says 8 had been to Boston and San Francisco, and it doesn't say only, it doesn't say but not in New York, okay? So 8 Boston and San Francisco, this is this part, okay? Boston and San Francisco. So we have it in here. If that says only, we would place it in here. But it says Boston and San Francisco. This is intersection for Boston and San Francisco, okay? So we know that 8 should go in here. But as you can see, 7, we used already 7, okay? So we need to calculate 8 minus 7 equals 1, okay? So 1 goes straight here. So we have Boston and San Francisco, and we have 8 people in it, okay? Okay, this part is done. Next, we need to look at these numbers, these figures, okay? So 20 had visited New York. So this circle stands for New York, okay? It doesn't say only. This part is only New York, but they don't say only. All together, it's 20, so we should have 20 in the circle. So we have 3, 7 and 1 already in the circle. So we need to calculate what's left. So 20 minus 3 minus 7 minus 1, okay? and this is 9. And we put 9 straight here. So 9 visited only New York, but if we add all these numbers, so we have 9 and 1 is 10, 7 and 2 is 20. So 20 people visited New York, okay? So this part is done. Next one. We know that 13 had visited Boston, and still it's not only Boston, okay? So we should have 13 people all together. So let's see how many we've used already, okay? So we have 7, 8, 9. And we need to add 13. So 13 minus 7 plus 1 is 9. And this is 4, okay? So 4 goes in here. And the last one, 16 had visited San Francisco. So we should have 16 all together in here, okay? So we have 7 and 3 and 1, so we have 11 already. So 16 minus 11 equals 5. And 5 goes straight in here, okay? And in San Francisco, if we add them up, we have 16 people all together, okay? We have one more piece of information. We know that we have 35 people all together, okay? So let's check it out. So we have 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 7 and 3 another 10, so it's 20 people. And then 5, 1 and 4, that's another 10. So we have 30 people all together. What does it mean? That means that 5 people went to America but didn't visit any of this city, okay? So we need to place 5 outside these circles, okay? So we have 35 minus 30, that's 5. So 5 people outside these circles, okay? And now we need to go to part B, what is answering the questions. Okay, so look at our Venn diagram. We have it just in here. And the first question is, if one person is chosen, what is the probability that the person not visited any of 3 cities, okay? Any of them. So 5 people not visited any of these 3 cities. 5 is outside the circle. And remember, the probability, they're asking what is the probability, and the probability is a fraction, okay? So it's 5 all over 35. We have 35 people all together, okay? So it always goes to the bottom. And the next question is, what's the probability that the person had visited New York only? So look at the Venn diagram, and New York only is just this part, okay? This part is New York and San Francisco only. This part is New York, Boston, and San Francisco. This part is New York and Boston only, okay? And 9 stands for New York only. So 9 over 35. And the last question is, what is the probability that the person had visited Boston or New York, okay? So Boston or New York. If you see or, that means it's a union, okay? Union of 2 sets. So New York, union Boston. And that means everything in New York and Boston. Okay? So now we need to add all these numbers. So we have 9 plus 1 plus 3 plus 7 plus 1 plus 4. So these are all the people who visited New York or Boston, okay? And this is 10 and 10 and 5, 25 altogether. And this is still probability. So 25 all over 35. Okay, of course you can simplify it. If you divide it by 5, you have 5 over 7. And you can simplify this one as well, so it's 1 over 7. Okay?